Daniel Carter had always believed that wealth could solve everything. His life was a testament to ambition: sprawling mansions, luxury cars, a successful business empire, and endless opportunities at his fingertips. Yet, when Emily, the love of his life, died giving birth to their daughter Lily, Daniel discovered a painful truth: money could not mend a broken heart, nor could it fill the emptiness left by a loved one's absence. Nights were the hardest. He would sit alone in his mansion, staring blankly at the walls that seemed too large, too cold, too quiet. The sound of Lily's cries would pierce through his thoughts like tiny daggers, and yet he would find himself frozen, afraid to hold her for too long. Each time he did, he saw Emily's eyes staring back at him and the child's innocent face, a bittersweet reminder of what he had lost. One evening, as exhaustion weighed him down, Daniel heard the soft, insistent cries of Lily echoing from the nursery. He rose from his study and slowly approached the door, his hand resting on the cold brass handle. When he peeked inside, his breath caught. Sofia, the young nanny he had hired only weeks before, was sitting in the rocking chair, holding Lily against her chest in a way that made Daniel's heart pound in confusion and disbelief. She was breastfeeding the baby. For a moment, he was overwhelmed by a mix of emotions: shock, fear, anger, but then he saw Lily relax, her cries fading into contented sighs. In that moment, all of Daniel's anger melted into gratitude. He leaned silently against the doorframe, unsure of what he should say, unsure of what to feel. Sofia noticed him, and her face went pale. "Mr. Carter," she whispered, her voice trembling. I'm sorry. I didn't mean." She paused, shifting Lily gently. She wouldn't stop crying, and I just wanted to comfort her. Please don't misunderstand. Daniel held up a hand, interrupting her. It's okay, he said softly. His voice cracked slightly. She's calm. She hasn't cried like this all day. In that quiet moment, he realized something profound. This young woman, whom he had barely known, had shown more love and care in that single act than he had felt in months. In the following days, Daniel wrestled with conflicting feelings. He was grateful, yet unsure how to process the situation. Sofia, meanwhile, carried her own fears. She worried that she had overstepped professional boundaries, that she might lose her job, or worse, that Daniel might misunderstand her intentions. One evening, unable to contain his curiosity and emotions, Daniel invited her to sit with him in the kitchen. Why did you do it? He asked gently. Sofia's eyes glistened with unshed tears as she revealed her story. She had lost her own baby the previous year and had been unable to comfort him in the way she wished she could. When Lily cried, she acted instinctively, offering the comfort she longed to give her own child. Daniel listened, his heart heavy with empathy, understanding for the first time the depth of the grief she carried alongside him. Life did not get easier after that. Gossip began to spread among the household staff, and Daniel felt the quiet judgment of friends and colleagues. Are you letting the nanny raise your daughter? They asked with smirks. Do you even care what people think? At times, the whispers hurt more than he wanted to admit. Yet Daniel realized that no one's approval could matter more than Lily's well-being. He saw her smile in Sofia's arms, watched as she laughed at the gentle lullabies Sofia hummed, and knew that love, not wealth or social image, was what mattered most. Internally, Daniel faced another battle, his own fear of love. He had convinced himself that loving again was impossible, that to allow someone close to his heart meant betraying Emily's memory. But as months passed, he found himself drawn to Sofia in ways he could not ignore. He appreciated her calmness, her patience, the way she understood Lily in ways he never could. He began to realize that his heart was capable of healing, and that healing did not mean forgetting. The true turning point came on Lily's first birthday. Daniel had planned a grand celebration with guests, balloons, and extravagant decorations. Yet in the midst of the grand event, he noticed something extraordinary. While everyone marveled at the wealth, no one paid attention to Lily except Sofia. She was on the floor, clapping and cheering as Lily wobbled on her tiny feet, ready to take her first steps. When the baby stumbled, Sofia's arms were there to catch her, and when she laughed, it filled the room with warmth that no diamond chandelier could ever replicate. Daniel watched silently, overwhelmed with emotion. In that moment, he understood that wealth could buy comfort, but it could not buy love. After the guests left, Daniel approached Sofia in the nursery. You've given Lily more than care, he said, his voice unsteady. You've given her love. And, you've given me hope. He paused, searching her face. I don't know what the future holds, but I know I don't want it without you. Sofia's eyes welled with tears, and for the first time in years, Daniel allowed himself to imagine a life filled not with grief, but with joy, a life where love could bloom once again. Challenges remained. Daniel had to navigate societal judgments, his own insecurities, and Sofia's uncertainty about joining a world of wealth. They faced misunderstandings and doubts, yet together, they learned how to communicate, to trust, and to support one another. Lily thrived under their combined love, growing into a joyful, confident child. Daniel discovered that true strength was not measured by business success or financial power, but by the courage to open one's heart again, to love despite the fear of loss. In the end, Daniel learned a lesson more valuable than all his wealth: love cannot be replaced, but it can be renewed. Healing is never linear, grief never simple, but when hearts are brave enough to trust, life can offer second chances, unexpected blessings, and the warmth of connection that money cannot buy. Final message for the video. This story reminds us that compassion and courage can change lives. Daniel's choice wasn't about status or appearances, it was about love, empathy, and the willingness to open his heart after loss. Life tests us in unimaginable ways, but sometimes, the people who walk into our lives unexpectedly are the ones who heal us and teach us to hope again. Backhand index pointing right. What would you have done if you were in Daniel's shoes? Share your thoughts in the comments below, I read every single one. And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Be kind always. Because kindness isn't just a gesture, it's a life-changing force.